Hi everyone! Welcome back to Millennial Daddy PH. So today, titignan natin ulit yung tinatawag na LEER Fund or Levi's Education and Early Retirement Fund for the month of October. No? Kamusta na ba yung mga portfolios natin? We will also discuss yung isa sa mga portfolios na binuo natin, which is the Cyborg Butterfly. Then we will compare the difference between day trading at passive investing. Okay, so ito yung performance nung LEER Fund back in September 2021. As we all knew back then, yung pinakamaganda na performance was for the golden ratio at saka yung Cyborg Butterfly, our medium risk investment for portfolios. At ang worst performers natin ay yung mga aggressive natin, which is ito yung mga leverage funds na tinatawag, yung aggressive 50-50 at accelerated permanent portfolio. Kung hindi kayo familiar sa mga yan, don't worry, iisa-isahin natin sila i-discuss as we do our monthly reports. So for this week, ang pag-uusapan natin is yung Cyborg Butterfly. So kinukumpara natin sila dun sa traditional investing, which is 100% pure stocks kapag nag-focus tayo sa growth ng ating pera. So ang ginamit natin na baseline is yung tinatawag na VTI na ETF. So during the month of September, minus 4% as you can see ang VTI, nasa gitna siya, and best performers ang golden ratio and Cyborg Butterfly. Now, for the month of October, lahat sila umangat. Kung napansin niyo dati, ang current value nila is 923, 929, 964, 967, 958 from 1,000. So lahat sila bumaba. Pero nung October, naka-recover tayo. So yung current value ng mga portfolio natin is 990, 991, 1,000, 994 at 1,011 dun sa mga respective portfolios natin. Compared dun sa September, umangat yung aggressive 50-50 ng 7% and ang total gain and loss niya is $9. So yung $1,000 natin is nabawasan lang ng minus 9 as of today. And sa accelerated permanent portfolio, the APP, na umangat siya ng 6.72%. So etong dalawang ito, sila yung pinaka-sensitive pagdating sa stock at bond na fluctuations, dahil leveraged fund sila. So umangat si APP ng 6.72, minus 0.85 siya dun sa initial deposit natin. Sa ating mga medium risk portfolio, ang golden ratio at Cyborg Butterfly ay umangat ng 3.81% and 2.77% respectively. So, ang golden ratio na portfolio is above na. So, kumita na tayo ng 97 cents. Congrats. Doon in a span of 2 months. Whereas yung ating Cyborg Butterfly is still down by 0.58%. Yun. And lastly, ang ating baseline siya ang pinakamataas as of today. So, nakapag-recover siya ng whopping 5.53% from in a span of 1 month. And ngayon, lamang na siya ng 1.19%. So, yun ang performance nila as of today. And kung titignan natin, etong nasa last column, ito yung assumption na paano pag meron tayong 10 million in each of these portfolios, magkano yung pwede nating i-draw down using what we call the safe withdrawal rate. I mentioned this in one of my videos na ang safe withdrawal rate usually is 4%, But since this is an aggressive kind of portfolio, inangat natin yung safe withdrawal rate natin to the 5% rule instead of the 4%. So, ibig sabihin, mas maganda dapat yung performance nila kumpara sa iba. So, ibig sabihin, pwede kang kumuha kada buwan ng 41,000 to 42,000. Kung 10 million, yun nilagay mo dito sa mga portfolios na to. Okay, so tignan natin yung composition naman ng bawat isa, So, ang APP portfolio, APP natin is na binuo natin sa eToro, and it's a leveraged fund. More on that in future videos, You can search for it, but this is a leveraged fund. Ibig sabihin, mas sensitive siya sa fluctuations ng stock and bonds. Then, the composition ng APP is TMF. So, TMF is leveraged bonds, So, these are long-term treasury bonds. Ang UPRO is an ETF for the stock market, And it's composed 25% siya ng portfolio natin. The TMF is 27%. Mga times 3. Times 3 ito ng times 3 leverages to. So 3 times siya as sensitive as your typical index fund. So the PFF is preferred shares na asset class. So this is the same as yung behavior niya, same as REITs, ganun. And you have the GLDM or the gold. So meron din tayong 23% gold sa ating portfolio. Now, ang next natin is the aggressive 50-50, no? So yung aggressive 50-50 naman is very dominant ang stocks and bonds. So ang pang neutralize natin ng volatility nitong fund na to is yung tig 17% ng preferred shares at saka yung tinatawag na IEF. So yung IEF is medium term treasury bonds. So these are mga bonds na around 7 to 10 years, mga 7 years, no? And majority natin is yung mga leverage funds is TMF at saka UPRO. Ang kinakalabasan nito, ang PFF kasi at saka yung UPRO, ang behavior nila is more like stocks. Tapos yung TMF at saka yung IEF, ang behavior nila is more on bonds. Kung naalala nyo dun sa isa nating video, ang correlation ng stocks and bonds is important to minimize volatility. So, ito naman ang Cyborg Butterfly, which is our topic for today, no? But it's composed of 40% stocks, yung QQQ at saka VIOV, no? So, the QQQ is the ETF for the Nasdaq 100 and VIOV is an ETF for the small cap market. You also have the IEF, which is a medium-term treasury bond, and the TLT, which is a long-term treasury bond. So, this is more of 20 years na treasury bonds ng US. And the IAU is gold. So, ito yung ating Cyborg Butterfly. And lastly, yung golden ratio. So, ito explain natin. Maganda to. Maganda yung concept ng golden ratio. So, explain natin in a future video. So, it's 42% na stocks, no? Namely, yung VTI, QQQ, and VIOV. And you have, 26% na bonds to counter yung volatility ng ng stocks natin. You have the 26% TLT. Then the 16% na gold, which is yung parang ating wild card, no? Hindi siya correlated neither to gold nor bonds. So 16% yung gold natin. And you have REITs at saka preferred shares, no? So ito yung mga nag-act as stabilizers natin. So ito yung golden ratio. So yun yung mga portfolios natin, and we are consistently monitoring their performance, no, with respect to the VTI baseline, no? And as per our portfolio of the month, which is the Cyborg Butterfly, we mentioned na it's composed of 5 assets, no? So you have the QQQ, which is yung technology biased na stocks, and the VIOV, the small cap market, no? Kapag sinabi mo kasi na small cap market, hindi siya kasing laki ng mga company pero mas malakas yung potential niya to grow. So that's the VIOV, small cap market. So the IEF and the TLT are your long-term and medium-term treasury bonds, and the IAU is yung gold. So we mentioned in a previous video that the key to a risk parity portfolio is yung dapat meron kang 4 to 5 uncorrelated assets in a portfolio, no, which gives them the robustness they need para to weather any market condition. So tingnan natin yung correlation ng mga 5 asset classes na yun sa bawat isa. So yung QQQ, highly correlated siya sa sarili niyan. 1, that's ibig sabihin exactly same yung behavior nila, di ba? Whereas yung VIOV, it's 0.68, no? So it's not as correlated but it's near there, di ba? And yung IEF naman natin, yung ating medium-term treasury bonds, it's negative 0.25. So, ibig sabihin, kapag umaangat yung ating stock, bumababa yung ating treasury bond. Pag bumababa yung stock, umaangat yung treasury bonds. So, yun ibig sabihin ng inversely correlated. Same with the long-term treasury bond TLT. Tapos tignan mo naman yung gold, almost negligible yung kanyang correlation. Tapos pag tinignan mo naman yung VIOV, very correlated siya talaga sa stocks, which is yung QQQ, and it's negative 0.51. So mas negatively correlated siya sa medium term and long term bonds. And as looking naman sa gold, 0. So ibig sabihin hindi siya correlated at all sa gold. Ganun magbasa nung correlation table. So pwede niyo tignan kung kamusta ang correlation nung IF, TLT and IAU with the other components respectively, no? Etong annualized return, ito yung mga individual compounded annual growth rate nila. So, nakita nyo naman, medyo biased to kasi yung range nitong compounded annual growth rate na to is 2010 onwards, which is yung time na nag-boom talaga yung tech industry ng United States. Kaya 21% yung CAGR ni QQQ. Yan. Tapos si Vanguard, small cap is 13% and 3% sa medium term treasury, 5% sa long term, and 2.5% sa gold. So, yun yung mga performances nila in terms of growth. So, kung ikukumpara natin yung ating risk parity portfolio na Cyborg Butterfly sa solo na Nasdaq 100, no? From ang nakuha natin na data is dating back to 2004 all the way to 2021. Makikita natin na ang taas nung performance ni Nasdaq. So, who would have thought kasi na mag-boom talaga yung tech industry ng US, no? So, with a whopping 17.64. Pero if you ask me, masyadong maikli itong timeline natin. I wish we could have more data, no? Mas mahaba para mas mukhang realistic tong compounded annual growth rate na to. So, hindi pala 17.64, it's 15% compounded annual growth rate for the Nasdaq 100. And yung ating Cyborg Butterfly, nung binacktest natin siya, it has a compounded annual growth rate of 10%. Not bad, di ba? Not bad, 10%. And ang nilamang ng Cyborg Butterfly naman sa Nasdaq 100 is, tingnan mo yung Sharpe ratio niya, 1.04 at saka 0.81, no? So, ibig sabihin, mas maganda yung reward to risk ratio ni Cyborg Butterfly. Tapos, kung titignan mo yung maximum drawdown, there was one point in time, ito yung housing bubble sa US, na nangalahati ang iyong investments sa Nasdaq, no? Whereas, kung titignan mo yung linya nung ating golden Cyborg Butterfly, straight path lang siya, no? It can weather through any market conditions with a maximum drawdown of minus 15%. So, ganun siya. Meron kang growth component, which is yung stock, but it is highly volatile. And you have, for a retirement portfolio, you have a more resilient one na yung Cyborg Butterfly. So, I hope that amazed you, no? Ganun kaganda ang performance ng risk parity when it comes to making your portfolio resilient para pwede kang continuously makakuha ng constant na pera mula sa kanya without worrying about market crashes. Okay, so tapos na tayo dun sa sa Cyborg Butterfly. If you have any questions regarding that, you can comment it down below, tapos sagutin natin siya in the next video, tapos we will feature your comments. So next, pag-usapan natin yung difference between day trading at saka passive investing. So we want to demystify yung concept ng day trading, no, for beginners, kasi hindi mostly kasi dinidemonize siya ng mga ibang tao, saying na it's a gamble, 'di ba? So titingnan natin. We will answer some questions. We will answer 10 questions na nahanap ko sa internet about day trading to help you decide kung para ba sa'yo siya o hindi. And at the end of this presentation, we will compare day trading to passive investing. So may nahanap ako na tinatawag na David Stein's 10 questions, no, to master investing, which are enumerated as follows. So kapag nag-venture ka sa isang bagay that increases your human capital or your investment capital, you have to ask these 10 questions to know if it's right for you. And it helps you decide kung narapat ba sa'yo itong opportunity na ito. So first question is, what is it? Pangalawa, is it an investment, a speculation, or a gamble? Third, what is the upside? Then, what is the downside? Then, who is on the other side of the trade? Diba? Sino ang mga kasama mo dito sa venture na to? What is the investment vehicle? What does it take to be successful? Who is getting a cut? Ano yung mga fees? May commissions involved ba? And how does it impact your portfolio? And lastly, if taking all those into consideration, should you invest? So first, day trading. What is it, no? So according to Investopedia, day trading usually refers to the practice of purchasing and selling a security within a single trading day. So security, yung term na security, is more of a financial instrument that has a monetary value. No? It could be a stock, it could be a bond, it could be an option, it could be a futures. Marami kasing financial instruments. May mga long, short, etc. etc. So, pero pwede nyo siyang tratuhin as ang security is, it could be a financial instrument na parang stock lang siya. It's a financial product na pwede mong i-buy and sell dun sa market mo. Next question. Is day trading an investment, a speculation, or a gamble. So, nung pinag-aaralan ko yung definition ng investment kasi is something that pag binili mo, ang intention mo sa kanya is pagkakitaan mo talaga in the long run, 'di ba? And speculation, according to Oxford naman, is a form of a theory or conjecture about a subject without firm evidence. Or it could be investing in something with the hope of a gain but with a risk of loss, 'di ba? So yun yung speculation. So para siyang anak ng sugal at saka ng investing. So nasa gitna siya. And gamble on the other hand is highly likely to lose money at in a short period of time, no? So yun siya. So I did a quick search kung sino ba yung mga sikat na day traders sa Philippines, and I got this guy, no, si moneygrowersph. So si Sir Ans. Yan. So, yan, ano siya, may day trading siya. He has a lot of videos. Ito yung mga top videos niya. So, it's really technical, very technical na gawain, no. It has a very steep learning curve and it has a lot of requirements. So, what is the upside of day trading? Unang-una, it's very lucrative if you know what you are doing. May mga videos si moneygrowersph na he made about 1 million, 2 million in a day, in a week, in a month, mga ganun. So, parang high risk, high reward talaga. Pero meron pa rin siyang mga videos na nawawalan siya ng mga milyones din. So, it's very lucrative if you know what you're doing, but be prepared for ups and downs. Now, what is the downside of day trading? It's very challenging for novices, especially for those who aren't fully prepared with a well-planned strategy, no? Kasi pati yung mga seasoned veterans tulad ni moneygrowersph ay nakaka-encounter din ng mga losses every now and then. And kailangan disiplinado ka and you have to set aside yung emotions mo dun. And lastly, ang downside ng day trading is you are constantly pressured to outperform the market. Kasi walang point na mag-day trade kung lagi ka namang natatalo nung mga passive investments like Golden Butterfly at saka nung Nasdaq 100. Now, who is on the other side of the trade? You got people like si Lloyd Baltasar, so you can just look these people up. Si Sir An, si Akiyo Kashiwagi, so siya si moneygrowersph. So you have Traders Apprentice Pilipinas, you have Marvin Jermo, and professional day traders, di ba? So maraming mga professional day traders na katulad mo who have their own strategies and competing against one another on a daily basis, di ba? Now, what is the investment vehicle na ginagamit ng day traders, no? So, eto muna yung criteria. Day traders are looking for securities that are highly liquid, highly volatile, low transactional cost kasi ginagawa nila ito araw-araw, and they leverage trading capability, no? Or yung tinatawag natin na margin trading. So, pag sinabi natin na leverage trading capability, ibig sabihin, pwede mong gawing mas sensitive yung fluctuation nung iyong napili na security with respect dun sa movement niya. So, tulad siya nung ating aggressive 50-50 at saka APP na leveraged funds. And lastly, dapat available yung information so you can conduct your own in-depth analysis. So, what are these, what are the investment vehicles that fit those criteria? You have forex, index futures, commodities, options, ETFs, bond futures, and minsan yung crypto. Although mas seasonal yung buy and selling ng crypto. Now, next question, what does it take to be successful? So, you have to have knowledge and experience in the marketplace, di ba? Ang tinuturo ng mga day traders is that you have to have technical analysis, chart reading, in-depth understanding ng market, di ba? So, this comes with time, no? While you accumulate your wisdom. And you have to have your own glossary that you're familiar with the lingo na ginagamit ng mga day traders para mas mabilis kang makapag-comprehend ng mga usapan nyo. So, what's the next one? You have to have capital in order to be successful, no? Kasi day trading has the potential to wipe out all of your money. So, usually, ang strategy na ginagawa ng mga day traders is that they only put what they call risk capital or yung capital na kaya nilang mawala tas hindi sila mababankrupt or talagang masisira ang kanilang buhay. So, ganun siya. Kasi kapag ang nilalagay mo na pera sa day trading is something na okay lang mawala sa iyo, it removes the emotion doon sa iyong pag-trade and it allows you to be more logical. So next, ano ang next na factor for you to be successful? You have to have a strategy. So some of the strategies in day trading include swing trading, arbitrage, trading news, and merger or acquisitions. So yun yung mga main strategies when it comes to day trading. And lastly, for you to be successful, you have to be disciplined and consistent dun sa iyong strategy. Alam mo, there will be days that mag-fail yung iyong strategy, but you have to have faith dun sa napili mo na paraan para kumita ng pera sa day trading. Oh, I forgot to mention, ang last factor for you to be successful sa day trading is resources. So you have to have what you call a trading desk. So yung kasi, kunwari tayo mga passive investors, meron lang tayo na okay lang hindi na instantaneous makuha yung order natin, di ba? But kapag day trader ka, pag hinit mo yung order button, dapat ma-execute agad ng iyong platform yung order mo para hindi masira yung trading strategy mo, di ba? Some investors also have their analytical software resources now. Those may pattern recognition, allows them to do backtesting, has broker integration, may algorithms, may robo advisor, etc. And lastly, ang mga day traders have their own set of network, yung mga may insider info, people with reliable information. Now, who is getting a cut? What are the fees? What are the commissions when it comes to day trading? So, ito yung mga nahanap natin. You have brokerage fee. Depende sa brokerage account na kinuha mo. You have what you call a discounted broker or a full service broker. So, yung full service broker, nandun na lahat ng tools na kailangan mo to do your day trading effectively. So, you also have commissions, di ba? We all know this, kapag nag-invest ka sa call or something, you have to pay yung mga commissions at saka management or advisory fees para ma-maintain yung mga funds na gusto mong bilhin. You also have to pay for your robo-advisors, yung mga trainers kapag nagsisimula ka pa lang, yung mga courses na ginawa nitong mga trainers na to. So, most of these people have their own paid content to make money out of because yung alam nila, ang mga day traders kasi, they don't share their secrets, di ba? So, if they're going to share their secrets, you have to pay money for that. So, yan. And you also another kind of fee na kailangan mong alamin is yung capital tax gain. So pag kumita ka ng malaki, there is a corresponding tax on that, And lastly, you have to allocate resources para ma-maintain mo ang iyong network. So, how does day trading impact your portfolio, So sabihin natin you are a DIY investor and you are looking to go into day trading. The quick answer is, it depends kung magkano yung ilalagay mo into day trading. Like I said, dapat ang ilagay mo dito is yung risk capital mo lang. So, ibig sabihin, kapag nawala yun, okay lang. So, I call this fun money. So, yan. Like, I have a certain percentage into crypto. Parang ganun. Which is okay kung ma-wipe out sila. Now, syempre, ang day trading is highly volatile, high risk, high reward, tapos performance-based and strategy-based. And you have to be consistent. So that will impact yung volatility, yung sharp ratio ng portfolio mo, but it has unlimited potential to increase your capital. Now, given lahat ng mga pinagbabanggit natin, lahat ng mga pagsagot natin dun sa questions na yon, should you invest in day trading? The answer is, it depends. Day trading is essentially betting on the short-term volatility of your stock picks, di ba? So, kung enticing yun para sa'yo and you are willing to take that kind of risk for greater rewards, then I say you should go for it, di ba? And you should be willing to learn the ropes when it comes to day trading. Hopefully, nakatulong yung 10 questions na yun para ma-determine mo for you to figure out if day trading is for you. Now, let's compare day trading versus passive investing, And it's a gray area. It's not an either or. You're not simply a day trader or a passive investor. And it always boils down to your investing beliefs. Ask yourself the question, how do you want to spend your energy? So, guide questions. For example, if you want the passive investing route, ibig sabihin, you want to put money into passive investing, then allocate some energy, more energy into something else, say activity Y, and yung sum nung dalawang yon is profit X, di ba? Whereas if you want to put in more energy and time sa trading and have less time and energy for activity B, yung sum nung dalawa na yon will give you profit J. So, ganun lang yung ano niya. So, it's a matter of preferences kung ano bang gusto mong gawin sa iyong buhay. Okay, lastly, eto na yung summary ng comparison when it comes to passive investing and active trading. So, ang objective ng passive investing is you mimic a chosen index to achieve similar results. Kaya nga, kinokopya mo lang yung performance ng mga companies. You buy the best companies out there through index funds. And when you actively trade, you have the goal to outperform the market and create big gains. So, yung activity sa passive investing, you save the money, you buy your stock index or your stock picks, you hold them for a amount of time, then hopefully mag-appreciate sila based on historical performance. When dun sa ano naman, doon sa active trading naman, frequent ang iyong pag-buy and sells, usually daily. And in terms of risk and volatility, out of 5, ang volatility ng passive investing is about 2 to 4, no? Ang 1 is for me is yung mga savings account. Yun yung mga low risk talaga. As in, hindi mababawasan yung pera mo. Whereas active trading is 3 to 5, no? It could be really risky. And the amount of energy you need for passive investing is 1 to 3. And active trading naman is 3 to 5. So, I did a quick search. It's about 15 to 40 hours weekly. Depende kung gaano ka nakagaling sa day trading. In terms of fees, depende sa pili mo kung UITF, mutual fund, bull, or ETF. It's supposed to be low and tax efficient, no? Whereas kapag active trader ka, your big income will be subject to capital gains tax. In terms of rewards, the usual performance of a stock index falls between 5% to 15%. Whereas kapag active trader ka, unlimited yung potential mo para kumita ng pera. Okay, in terms of pros and cons naman for passive investing, one of the advantages for passive investing is that meron ka ng historical data, no? That gives you an idea magkano na ang kikitain mo. And it's almost guaranteed yung mga performances, no? But I'm not saying that it will be 100% accurate, no? So, disclaimer yan. And ang isa pang advantages, isa pa sa mga advantages ng passive investing is that minimal effort nga siya. But in exchange for those, it will take some time for your money to grow, 'di ba? And lagi kang nag-alala doon sa next market crash kasi tulad nung housing bubble noong 2008, the dot-com bubble noong 2000s at saka ngayong pandemic, 'di ba? Marami tayong pagdadaanan ng market crashes. So, yun yung mga worry ng mga long-term investors. Now, on top of that, kapag nagpaplano ka kasi ng long-term investment mo, you have to think long-term nga, di ba? Which can cause anxiety, di ba? Kasi hindi nga guaranteed yung performance ng market. Who knows what will happen in the future? So, yun yung isa sa mga cons ng passive investing. On the other hand, kapag active investor ka, you are your own boss. Flexi ang time mo, hindi mo kailangan mag-alala sa market crashes kasi nga day trader ka. And you have unlimited earning potential depende sa performance ng iyong strategy. However, ang high rewards na yon ay may kapalit. Kailangan mong matuto. There's a high learning curve involved. There's a high initial cost because of the things that I mentioned, yung mga resources na kailangan mo. And you are pressured to outperform the index market constantly, di ba? Kung hindi, mawawala ng saysay ang iyong effort to day trade. And lastly, you have to be constantly disciplined to avoid bad decisions. So after all of that, do you think na attractive ba sa inyo ang concept ng day trading or do you prefer passive investing? Ako personally, gusto ko yung passive investing kasi it gives me more time for other things like right now I'm exploring freelancing. I'll put up a video about that in the future, siguro next week. Then it also gives me time, diba, to do these videos for you about personal finance. Hit that like button if you got value from today's video. You can choose to subscribe with this button here. I also have some videos on personal finance right here and some about parenting right here. That is Tab, out! Hit that like button if you got value from today's video. You can also choose to subscribe. Hit that like button